Welcome, we're going to do some simple Photoshop work now. So let's launch Photoshop. I'll just open the background image here. And just to remind you about a couple of things that we dealt with. First thing was the tool palette on the left. The first tool here allows you move a selection. The next tool allows you select. We spoke about the lasso tool and its little neighbours here, the polygon lasso tool and the magnetic lasso tool. We've also dealt with the crop tool. We also spoke about foreground and background colors. To change them, just double click on your background color or your foreground color. If you want to choose default background and foreground color, just click this button here. If you want to change the background to the foreground and vice versa, just click that little switch here. We've got a magnifying tool here. We also spoke about using the keyboard to magnify. Hopefully you'll remember those shortcuts, the spacebar and the command key namely. And also it allows us, by holding the spacebar, we can move our document around easier. So our pen tool, which allows us to draw a path for selection as well. Roger will be covering all the multitude of other tools here with you after Christmas. We're just trying to deal with the basics in order for you to build your website nice and easy. Okay? So first of all, if you want to make a very simple selection, we can choose the marquee tool here at the top, the rectangular marquee tool. If you want to choose a circular marquee tool, you can hold it down and you will get the contextual menu allowing you to choose the elliptical marquee tool. Okay? So here we go. Click and drag over the object we want. If we copy and paste that object, edit copy, edit paste, you'll end up with the object on a separate layer. You can see it here. You can change the order of your layers by dragging them along. You can add new layers just by coming down to the bottom here and clicking on the add new layer button. Or every time you copy and paste, you'll create a new layer. So we can click on the icon here, little eye, they call it an icon in Adobe, and we'll turn it off so we'll just see what we picked up. Pretty handy, okay? So we have the foreground removed from the background simply by selecting and copying and pasting. So we can go to our background image here. And we can once again select the area. And if we want to fill it full of background color, we can choose Command Backspace. If we want to fill the foreground color, we can choose Alt Backspace. So Command Backspace, background is filled. Make sure we're on the correct layer, excuse me. The correct layer is chosen here. Whichever layer is highlighted is the correct layer that we're working on. Command Backspace filled it full of the background color. Alt Backspace filled it full of the foreground color. These colors here, okay? So Command Backspace, brilliant. So we can actually turn off our little background layer here, or rather remove the image on it as easily as that, okay? If we're saving for the internet, we go File, excuse me, we go File, Save for Web, and that way we can keep the file size nice and low. File Save for Web, as we used earlier, we can just click on the 2 up tab here at the top. This shows you your original document, which was 2 megabytes when it was opened in Photoshop. And it shows us our file that we're saving here, which is 148K, which is quite small. For most of our images this year, we're going to work with JPEG. Depending on the compression quality you give the JPEG, that would be a low quality image, but a fast image to download. That would be a better quality image, but a lot more time to download. As you change this slider around, if you look down here, you will get a number representing how fast or how slow that'll be to download. Generally, it's a real general rule, keep your images below 100K. There's no real reason to have this one above 30 or 40 because it's an image where the sharpness isn't all that important. Okay, we're going to hit save here and we're going to put it wherever we want and hit save. Okay.